Open the file. Case number 003. Subject, possibly the smartest human being who ever lived. His objective, to make the entire world forget he existed. Status, he almost succeeded. In 1909, an 11-year-old boy in a wool suit stood in front of a packed lecture hall at Harvard University and taught a room full of mathematics professors about four-dimensional geometry. His name was William James Sidis. He had entered Harvard at 11, the youngest student in its history. Newspapers across America printed his face on their front pages. Professors predicted he would become the greatest mind of the century. And that prediction destroyed him. Because genius, in America, came with a price. Reporters followed the boy everywhere. They wrote about his grades, his habits, his awkwardness, his failures. He had no childhood, no friends, no privacy. By the time he graduated at 16, William Sidis had already decided what he wanted from life. Not fame. Not fortune. Invisibility. Then came May 1, 1919. Sidis was arrested at a workers' parade in Boston and sentenced to 18 months in prison. The headlines were merciless. The boy wonder had fallen. And when he walked free, he did something no one expected. He vanished. For the next 25 years, the smartest man in America worked as a bookkeeper, running adding machines in anonymous offices, for a few dollars a week. Every time a coworker recognized his name, he quit, moved to another city, and started again under a new one. He wrote books under false names, on purpose about the dullest subjects he could find. One of them, A Study of Streetcar Transfer Tickets, has been called the most boring book ever written. Some researchers believe that was the point. A shield made of boredom. But hidden in that pile of fake names was something else. Years earlier, Sidis had written a strange little book about the universe, where he described dark regions of space that could never shine, long before science had a name for such things. Almost nobody read it. In 1937, the New Yorker magazine found him. A mocking article titled "Where Are They Now?" dragged him back into the spotlight, laughing at the prodigy who ended up counting tickets. Sidis did something almost unheard of. He sued them, arguing that a private citizen has the right to be left alone. He was fighting for the right to be forgotten, decades before that phrase existed. The courts ruled against him. Once famous, they said, always public property. 7 years later, in July 1944, a landlady in Boston found him unconscious in a small rented room. A brain hemorrhage. He was 46. The obituaries called him a burned-out prodigy, a wasted mind, a failure. But read the file again. He wanted the world to forget him, and he spent his life engineering exactly that. The only experiment William Sidis ever truly finished, was his own disappearance. So here is the question this file leaves behind. Was he a tragedy, or was he the only one who won the game? Now you decide what happens next. Option A, the prisoner whose face no one was allowed to see. Option B, the message no one on earth can decode. Cast your vote in the comments, and the archive will open the winning file. Subscribe to the Dark Archive. The archive never closes.